5 days? 5 days? How long do we have to choke down these crocodile tears for that smug, creepy USA punk? I know. My face hurts from holding back my hate. I'm so stressed about this, I can't even perform for my smoking hot Instagram model wife. My jaw aches from all this fake frowning. Looking at all those pictures of that racist know-it-all. But the press sure is lapping it up. I mean, my tweet got 4,000 likes. Prayers for Charlie? Yeah. Remember when we chanted lock 'em up at rallies? Now we're screaming unity. Pass the antacids.
I totally can't even say unity anymore without having diarrhea. I wanted to post celebration videos like the rest of my followers. Instead, I had to totally post prayers for that Islam bashing vaccine denying troll. How long till we get to drop this unity act? I'm totally physically ill.
I need a Snickers bar every day. Cause I ain't Maxine unless I'm telling folks to push back on Trumpers. Now I gotta say no place for violence? I ain't nothing but a hypocrite. How much longer we gotta do this? Man, we all up in here straight drowning, y'all. Bleach blonde, bad Bill Bush body? That was straight poetry, fam. Now I'm supposed to be heartbroken of some white boy named Charlie? Save me. It was mocking us non-stop with them BLM riots, man. Fake news, our violence, crickets. When do we finish stop pretending this is our fault, y'all? Until the headlines fade. Probably about 2 weeks, tops. Then it's back to real talk. Unity's a joke. 2 weeks? I'm barely surviving. And it's only been a couple of days. I mean, they just don't even make water hot enough. I feel disgusting. I mean, I'm allergic to the word unity. I got a rash all over my body. Hang in there, guys. I mean, it's almost over. I mean, my stomach's in knots. I can't sleep. I can't eat. We gotta come up with a distraction so we can move on from this and start promoting violence again.
This is all totally Trump's fault. We should totally impeach him for this.
That ain't a bad idea. We blame Trump for this. That's a great idea. We impeach him, and then we're back in business. Man, I heard it from my next-door neighbor's cousin's uncle's daddy's best friend's stepmom that Trump was the shoulder, y'all.
I totally believe your next-door neighbor's cousin's uncle's dad's best friend's stepmom. She's totally a hero.
That's all the evidence we need to put him away for life. Trump, you're impeached, and the Republicans will turn on him for silencing their hero. It's perfect.
It's all totally Trump's fault.
Thank God for this voice action. Pitch 47! I never cared what color you were until you started blaming me for your personal problems. I never cared about your lifestyle until you started shoving it down my throat. I never cared about your political affiliation until you started condemning me for mine. I really never cared where you were born until you wanted to erase my history and blame my ancestors for your life failures. I never even cared if your beliefs were different than mine until you said that my beliefs were wrong. Now I care. My patience and tolerance are gone, and I'm not alone in feeling like this. Just know that there are hundreds of millions of people who feel just like me. It's just a list, you guys. Don't be a jerk. It's for the greater good. It's just the truth, you guys. Don't be a jerk. It's for the greater good. For hundreds of years, this has been going on. If you haven't got the stomach for the truth, leave now. Did you know the FBI uncovered a human trafficking operation in Boys Town, just outside Omaha, Nebraska, back in the late 80s, early 90s, when Barney Frank was a senator? The FBI field director's reputation was ruined. He was forced out of the agency and later passed away under suspicious circumstances. Pizzagate is real. It's not just a conspiracy theory.
Oh, you poor, predictable saps, scurrying around in your little hamster wheels, thinking you're going somewhere. Let me paint a picture, a real masterpiece of misery. You grind 8 long hours just to live for 4. 4! You slog through 6 whole days to scrape together one measly day of what? Fun? Freedom? You call that living? shovel food down your throat in 15 minutes after slaving 8 hours to earn it. 8 hours of your soul traded for a sandwich. Hysterical. And sleep? Oh, you gauge you wake up to. You work all year, sweating, stressing, smiling through the pain. For what? A week or two of vacation? You're just renting a break room from your own. To retire, to sit in some creaky chair wondering, what was it all for? You call that success? Chasing deadlines, paychecks, chains you forge yourself in. You're not living. You're surviving. And the joke's on you, kiddo. Life's short. A flicker in the dark. You weren't born just to endure it. Stop postponing the good stuff. Break the cycle. Make it count. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Good evening, peasants. Tonight I want to share a little secret about how we successful people keep the wheels of power turning smoothly. It's called the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act. Let me tell you, it's a masterpiece for Democrats. Back in 2012, tucked away neatly into the National Defense Authorization Act, we passed this wonderful miracle. It repealed the old Smith-Mundt Act's ban on spreading government-produced content, like Voice of America, right here at home. Before we could only whisper our narratives abroad. Now, we can broadcast them to every American, loud and clear. Why is it so good for us? It's simple. Propaganda. Oh, let's call it strategic messaging. Let's just shape the story. We decide what the peasants and the struggling masses believe. It's not about truth. It's about control. And control keeps us wealthy, powerful, and untouched, while the rest of you peasants stay poor, divided, and distracted. The act lets us flood the airwaves with stories that pit the weak against each other. Race, class, ideology. Divide and conquer, I always say. While they're busy fighting over scraps, we secure tax breaks for corporation trade deals for billionaires and cushy positions for our loyalists. It's a beautiful system. You dummies out there probably have no idea what I'm talking about. That's how I like it. You see, peasants out there are just collateral damage. You're too busy hating your neighbors to notice we're rigging the whole system. With media partners on our side, we craft narratives to keep you all angry, confused, and powerless. The Smith-Mundt Modernization Act makes it legal, easy, and oh so effective. So here's to the act, tool that keeps our elites circling, striving, while the masses scramble below. It's not just good for Democrats, it's essential for keeping power where it belongs. With us. The powerful, the wealthy, the untouchable, and the above the law. Cheers to propaganda. My friends, it's how we rule. Long may we reign! Good night, peasants! Inauguration day already, I was just coming up with a scheme. I planned to steal this whole election, but now all I can do is scream. Trump's gonna ruin all the genders at the Democrat Party in Maine. Say goodbye to all the legals and farewell to all my insider trades.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the United Spot YouTube Live. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I've got a little bit to talk about now that I'm, one day back from the suspension of a lifetime. AOC, one of my favorite characters that I do here at the United Spot, had quite the experience in Germany. And now this is AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the dingbat of politics. And the craziest part about this story is that this woman has been begging for the microphone worldwide. She wanted world domination, and she got it, along with Hillary Clinton and Gavin Newsom and the rest of the funky bunch. Well, here's where the story gets amazing. AOC is she's basically asked one of the easiest questions. Well, you know what? I tell you what.
This is
Let me
such
back
a.
up. Let me back
You know, I think
excuse me. There she is, right there. So it's a story of Congresswoman, or ex-bartender Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, big international debut at the Munich Security Conference in Germany. So picture this, all right? AOC, Mrs. Climate Change, Mrs. Don't Go on Jets, Mrs. Cow Farts are killing. We have 8 years left. This AOC jets off to Munich in a jet, like not a cow, okay, not a bicycle, all right, a jet, all right, and she jets off to the heart of Germany, where for what was billed as her shot at the global stage, and rumors were swirling that this was her testing the waters for a 2028 presidential run. Now, as much as I would love to see that happen, there is no way in hell. Kamala Harris has a better chance at running for president now than AOC. So she's there among world leaders, diplomats, experts, and she is ready to dazzle. I mean, she's had what since she's been in office for 7 years now, and she's ready to take on foreign policy. But oh boy, did things go sideways faster than a bad Google Maps detour. And with AOC, things go badly very, very quickly if she is not in front of a teleprompter or a pre-written script that has been performed by her handlers. No. AOC was all alone, no earpieces, no secret staff giving her the answers. No. AOC was all alone on the world stage. And it all kicked off on a panel about populism and global changes. And here comes AOC stepping up, confident as ever, okay, bartender of the year, turned scientist, turned congresswoman. And she dives into criticizing the U.S. and its allies and blah, 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 blah. And she accuses Israel of genocide right there in Germany, of all places to do that, where the Holocaust is a raw historical wound, and critics from all sides piled on, calling it tone deaf and inflammatory. But even liberal commentators admitted it wasn't her finest moment. But wait, I'm not done. I'm not even close to being done. There's way more. When AOC was asked a straightforward question about whether the U.S. should defend Taiwan if China invades, AOC, well, let's just say she served up a classic Kamala Harris word salad fresh out of the AOC beer mug. She goes, I think that it is such a, I got to do it in my AOC voice. That's such longstanding policy of the United States. Okay. So she stammered, literally dodging a clear yes or no, like it was like a hot potato. What we are hoping for is that we never get to that point. Pundits call it a word salad. Now, basically, Kamala Harris is no longer even a topic of conversation. It's AOC. And instead of a word salad, even some Democrats she wasn't ready for prime time on the international scene at all, like nothing. And then, oh boy, here it comes. Then came the geography gaffe that had everyone scratching their heads while slamming the Trump administrations for actions against Venezuela's dictator Nicolas. And you have to understand, anything that has anything to do with Spanish, she has to put a or like Nicolas Maduro. She can't just say Nicolas Maduro like a regular. So she's got to do all that. So AOC declared that doesn't mean that we can kidnap a head of state and engage in acts of war just because the nation is below the equator. Below the equator? Venezuela is actually in the northern hemisphere. So it was like confusing New York with New Zealand. Okay, I mean it's a huge gaffe. It makes Joe Biden look like he could possibly take another run for president. So Republicans, obviously had a field day. I mean, I was having a blast, and bipartisan critics agreed it showed a complete lack of chops, basically, on the global issues. She had no idea what the hell she was talking about. And like I said, you have to understand, AOC, when she is fully prepped, when she has her script, when she has a teleprompter, when she has her earpiece, she has her handlers whispering things in her ears, she's okay. She's still ditzy. She's still a dingbat, but she's okay. She sounds like she knows what she's talking about. She had no idea what she was talking about. And let's not forget her jab at Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Okay, she really thought she was onto something, and she was trying to save face, by trying to take a jab at somebody who's actually doing something for America. But she said she tried to mock him for noting that American cowboy culture has roots in Spain. But Senator Ted Cruz, he fired back and he says, "Tell me you know nothing about history without saying you know nothing about history." And that was a big ouch. The whole weekend was dubbed as an absolute train wreck by everybody, with AOC's, her stumbling, it went viral. I mean, and turning her into the butt of jokes from Fox News and social. She was everywhere. I mean, it's not like this is her first run-in with stupidity. I mean, if she literally, listen, if AOC, joined a stupidity contest, trust me, she'd be first place. But by the end, while Rubio got standing ovations for his speeches, AOC's appearance had folks literally calling the U.S. delegation a split screen of competence versus chaos. And social media lit up with memes and mockery and labeling her like the laughing stock of the conference. I mean, seriously, AOC could go into, any room and be the laughing stock. But the moral of the story is politics is a tough arena, especially, when you're on the world stage. But, when you go into a world stage thinking that you know something and you don't know jack shit, you're better off to just, stay at home, or you're going to end up a punchline. And AOC literally has been a punchline her entire career, but this one ended her career, literally. I don't see her ever doing anything serious again in politics. This is just, it was hilarious to watch. I wrote a song about it. You want to hear it? Here it goes.
That this is of course a very long-standing.
If money doesn't grow on trees, why do the banks have branches? Unemployment is low because everyone has 2 jobs. We need to use lowercase letters to fight capitalism.
Pretty stupid. Walking down the street, pretty stupid. No one I like to meet, pretty stupid. No one can be this dumb, it's true. It's back to bartending for you.
I've never taken a pregnancy test. Are the questions hard?
Stupid.
Would you mind if I totally use my note cards?
You brought notes to a debate?
Yeah, these are totally doctor prescribed notes.
You have doctor prescribed notes?
Yeah, and I carry them with me at all times. Without them, I'll die.
Okay, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, what exactly do your notes say?
Breathe in, breathe out, repeat. Oh, this is like so hard. Look at me, I'm AOC. Elon, please impregnate me. Cow farts I dread, in 8 years we're all dead. It's true, because I'm AOC. Watch it! Hey, I'm Bernie's protege. Climate change is here to stay. Illegals can't cross because Kamala lost to Trump, who hates the gays. Have you ever totally wanted to drink air but just totally didn't know how? Well, those days are over. Introducing AOC's Drinkable Air. That's right, folks. I'm Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, your favorite bartender. And I'm here to change your life with the greatest invention since sliced toast. That's right, comrades. For totally just 13 payments of only $17.99, you could totally be drinking air that may or may not contain cat hair. Absolutely free for just 22 payments of only $14.99 plus 19 payments of just $34.77. Why would you totally breathe air like a loser when you can drink it? That's right, comrades. This is totally 100% pure, organic, gluten-free, non-GMO air, bottled straight from the sky. It's like water, but it's air. Hydrate your lungs and your soul. And it comes in flavors so good, you'll totally forget how to breathe. But wait, there's totally more. Act now and I'll totally throw in a box of inventions that have totally never even been invented before. Attention, undocumented immigrants of Earth.
What the hell you doing, AOC?
My podcast? Duh.
Well, you're not supposed to use a can of sweet peas as dingbat. You're supposed to use a microphone.
Oh, so that's why Elon totally wants to date me.
My brother wanted to date me after we got married.
Come on, guys. We totally have to come up with a plan to stop ICE from arresting our friends.
Why don't we dress all the undocumented immigrants up like Amazon drivers? Nobody's gonna stop an Amazon driver. That could actually work.
But I totally don't even have an Amazon in my district.
We could tell all the undocumented immigrants to marry their brothers.
Isn't marrying your brother totally illegal or whatever?
Only if you're a Republican.
Hey, Mitch, what's today's secret word?
Coming right up.
Today's secret word is Trump and Elon's fault. Let's totally try it out. Hey, Chuck.
Yeah,
Why is America totally great again and whatever?
because it's all Trump and Elon's fault.
Pretty stupid, won't you go away? Pretty stupid, in DEI you pray. Pretty stupid, you play the race card every day. I don't believe a word you say.
We need to invent technology that's never been invented yet.
Stupid.
All right, morons. Are you ready to play? That's a tough one.
Hey, can I repeat the question?
Are you ready to play? Wow. This is a hard game.
Ain't y'all supposed to start with some easy questions first?
Let's see. Can you totally use it in a sentence or whatever? Are you ready to play? Can I phone a friend? I guess.
Hello?
Hey girl, it's AOC.
What's up?
What's up?
What you want, girl?
Okay, so I'm totally on this game show or whatever, and I totally need your help. The question is, are you ready to play?
Damn, that's a crazy hard question.
I know, right?
I have to phone a friend real quick. Let me call you back.
Hello?
Hi, what's up? It's your girl Jasmine.
What's up? As for you, Trump, Vance, and Cruz, I know you want to date me too. You've got your wall, I don't like it at all. Bartender AOC. Bernie, my fantasy. Afraid guys to break in and gang me. The ride is thin skinned and you won't win again. Hey, Donald Trump. I'm AOC.
I'm not even kidding. AOC chasing a cat laser is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Every single one of you. It's amazing. Being suspended from YouTube for a week completely destroyed destroyed everything, my confidence level, everything. So it's awesome that you guys are here. But I did want to talk to you guys about something that's been going on here. How the news feels like a nonstop roller coaster lately? I mean, it's been going on like that for ever since the government began. But there's been like a barrage of political distractions that we've all been hit with in just the last 3 weeks. It's like something or someone's cranking the distraction machine to like Mach 13 and pulling our attention every which way but loose, so we can't focus on the big picture. But I want to walk you through the timeline. It's insane because we went from the Minnesota Madness to the Epstein bombshells and beyond. And yeah, I've been scrolling X nonstop, and so I've got all the gossip, on how these stories are blowing up online. But it all kicked off around late January with the spotlight suddenly swinging to Minnesota. Remembering that massive daycare fraud scandal that everybody's not talking about anymore. Remember that, how it was so important and everybody was, going to town on it, but nobody seems to be talking about it anymore. It was a whole fraud, a daycare fraud scandal that it was exploding out of Somalia communities. Remember, millions allegedly siphoned off, and it lit up X with posts calling it the biggest welfare scam in years. Then bam, Governor Tim Walz drops the mic announcing he's done with politics after all the heat from his handling of immigration and those 2020 election vibes still lingering. But people on X are debating if he's bailing before more dirt comes out, with the threads going viral about how the Democrats in Minnesota think they're scared of federal agents. But wait, hold on. We got to switch the terms here. No time to breathe. And next up, Ilhan Omar. Yep. I think you meant, she grabs the headlines again. She's been firing off about everything from foreign policy to big tech, clashing with Elon Musk, types online, and X is flooded with clips of her rallies in Minneapolis, tying it into an anti-ICE protests, and whatnot. And the demos at federal ICE agents literally because those radical leftist crowds, remember that one, retreating from the city amid the riots and the threats, but it's all over social media, videos of clashes, mind-numbing distractions, sweeping real issues under the rug, like ongoing fraud probes in states, like Minnesota and California. And then just when we're trying to process that northern chaos, the news cycle yanks us to the Epstein Island and the fresh Epstein files dropping like hot potatoes. Holy cow, these docs are wreaking havoc, naming bigwigs like Les Wexner and as alleged, co-conspirators, with the accusations flying about Democrats being deeply entangled while Trump gets cleared of anything shady, And then X is exploding with threads. Why now? Who's distracting from what? We're talking Clinton's agreeing to testify before Congress, Benghazi, arrests were resurfacing. It's a conspiracy, And it's burying other stories with all the noise, and it's gone. Poof. See ya. And let's not forget about the distraction of Ilhan Omar and the apple cider vinegar hoax. That quickly disappeared and nobody even talks about it anymore. I mean, the biggest horrible thing to where she didn't even seek medical attention. She was so confident that she could beat up this person who was easily 150 pounds heavier than her and armed. But that wasn't staged, right? But then I tell you what, let's shift to New York, okay? For the drama between the Potomac sewage spill turning into a blame game between Trump and the Dems, and the fresh trademark fights over airports and ballrooms. It's like the city's a magnet for distractions. And don't get me started on the ICE agent saga expanding nationwide. The shutdown threats over DHS funding, the reforms digging in heels, and Texas trials over shootings, tying back to the border crackdowns. I mean, how horrible is it to have crackdowns on the border? I mean, Chuck Schumer said it back in 1990, whatever. But now, oh no, now that he's worth $8 million, got to change the stories a little bit. But X users and a lot of social media users are really pointing out how these are humiliating retreats for feds. You know, with posts like ICE on the run in Minneapolis, getting thousands of shares. You know, but then we got to go to what was the guy's name? Pretty, Mr. Pretty. What was it? And then what was it? What was Renee Good? Renee Good and Pretty. Renee Good and Pretty. You know, and it's just like goodness gracious. But the bottom line is this: how many distractions are we going to have? I don't mind the distractions at all because I can keep up with the pace. I really can because I'm like I'm not just like a one-trick pony. I can follow the news. I could follow the headlines. I could follow all the fake stuff. I do my own research, so I kind of follow at my own pace. It doesn't bother me. But the one thing that does bother me is nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens. Minnesota, for example. Okay, Minnesota, for example. Fraud. And now that one guy, he's over in California right now finding out fraud. But nothing ever happens. Nobody ever goes to jail. Nobody ever gets fired. I mean, they step down, but it's not like they are broke. You know, it's not like they're getting their money or their bank accounts frozen. No, they're doing whatever they want to do because they're above the law. That's the way it's written. It's pre-written. Once you're a politician, there's nothing wrong with you. You're fine. Everything's going to be great for you forever. So, yeah. T-Dizzle, Annette Poison, Dreadnought, Tammy, LR. How are you guys doing tonight? John Castaneda is here with Comet Moon and Skippy and Brian 70 Kuda. Hank is here. LR, great to see you here. Hopefully you're going to get back home soon. And thank you again for that wonderful gift last night. Don Duck is here with Captain Price II. Eric Bernard is here. And that's all it's showing me right now. So if you want to say hello to the United Spot, we got Phoenix Girl is here. Chris Mathers is here. I don't know who else is here. Annette Poison. I think Annette Poison is here. Haven't seen Yukon Man for a while since my suspension. So it's been a while. So I haven't seen a lot of people. Yesterday was my first day back after YouTube took down a comedy video and gave my channel a strike and decided to just completely go crazy. For anybody that doesn't understand, hey, Dreadnought, how are you? I got the proposal. I haven't forgot you, TUS. I got the proposal, like Tammy. What's going on with Tammy? Hold on. What's going on with Tammy? Hold on. Tammy, I hope you're doing okay. Cardiologist. Oh, well, I'm going to be praying for you, Tammy. I'm going to be praying for you. I hope you're doing okay. I was in the ER, so it wasn't fun. Okay, well, you're in good spirits, so that's a good sign so far, but I will be praying for you regardless, so I hope you're okay. Dreadnought, thank you very much for that. I will be contacting you soon about that. Proud American, hello, United Spot, great to see you here. Eric Bernard in the house with Phoenix Girl. So 12ME12 is here, great to see you here. And if anybody sees Yukon Man, tell him I said hello. CC777 says, whatever. I hope everything's okay. Donald Strickland, thank you so much and thank you for your gift the other day. I truly appreciate that. And if anybody would like to leave the United Spot a gift, because I'm taking a huge hit. This strike, this was not intentional on my part. It was a comedy video. Yes, Chris Mathers, they took down, I want to say I lost about almost, it looks like around, goodness gracious, I don't even want to say it out loud, but it's thousands. I've lost thousands of subscribers, and my revenue went down to almost nothing. And at Poison, as much as I wanted to video bomb you guys, I couldn't. The hardest part about being on the suspension was I lost all desire to even want to do this anymore because it was so it hit me really hard. And the only way I can explain it is take something that you truly love and something that you've been doing for many years, and then all of a sudden have it ripped away from you for absolutely no reason at all. And the person that ripped it away from you is trying to make it sound like it was legitimately a good decision on their part. Meanwhile, you're just, trying to do what you got to do. Joe, thanks. Great to see you here. Joe, thanks is here. So before I keep talking and losing people, I did want to say thank you all for being here tonight. You guys are awesome. And I hope you guys caught my video yesterday. I'll play it now. I got 2,700 views, so I guess that's not that bad. But I don't know if you guys have been familiar with the Chuck Schumer speakings, with the rainbow flag and all that kind of stuff, and trying to make that like a national flag or something of some sorts. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Raging Patriot, great to see you here. And Yukon Man, if you're lurking, hello. Robin, if you're lurking, hello. Daniel C, great to see you here. I just noticed that you were here. Thank you for being here. Hank is here with everybody else. I love you guys. You guys are great. But along with the pride flag, Chuck Schumer is saying that a certain group of people is not allowed. I'm sorry. A certain group of people is not smart enough to get a driver's license. So that's why they're fighting so hard for voter ID rights, because there's a certain community of people who aren't smart enough to find the DMV. They're not smart enough to own a phone. They're not smart enough to work a computer. And they're not smart enough to find documentation like a birth certificate or insurance or anything like that. And so that's why. And he said this on live television. Now, this is where I have a problem. That is probably the most disrespectful, racist thing I've ever heard in my life. And they take down my video that had absolutely nothing bad in it at all. It was just a comedy video. Erwin Garrett, great to see you here with Big Slinkin and Mr. Beautiful. Brian 70 Kuda, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. So I wanted to play this video to kind of, because that's what I do. I take headlines, I take breaking news, I take stories, I take stories from the future, from the past, from the middle, and I create skits to make it a little bit more easier to understand and really throw in that sarcasm and that satire that I am just so good at. And, some of the people there at YouTube just don't quite understand it. But it's wonderful to have amazing people like you who do. And I love you for that. So let's watch Chuck Schumer as a police officer pulling over just a regular guy, Barack Obama, driving down the road in his own business.
Oh, darn, it's the police. Good thing I have my birth certificate, driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance with me. Hello, officer.
I'd explain why I pulled you over, but you probably wouldn't understand what I was talking about.
Oh, pretty sure I understand.
Sure you do. Normally I ask people for their license, but you probably have no idea what a license is.
Sure I do. Here's my license right here.
Is it April Fool's Day?
No, why?
Because there's no way you could possibly know how to get a license.
Sure I do. It was easy. I just went down to the DMV and took the test.
What's next? You're going to tell me you have proof of insurance or a birth certificate?
I actually have those right here.
You're obviously confused. I'm not asking to see your baseball cards or your Pokemon cards. I'm asking to see your driver's license. And you and I both know you have no idea what a license is.
But I do have a license, and I'm trying to show it to you.
I think it's cute you're trying to look smart, but come on. There's no way you can have a license. You're not smart enough to know how to get one.
But I do have a license.
Hold up. You've got a license.
Yeah, it's right here.
For real?
Yeah.
No offense, but folks in your community don't usually know about government paperwork or DMV lines and birth certificates.
Officer, I've got a license. I've got registration. And I got insurance.
And this is your license?
Yeah.
No way. You probably stole this from someone or you're on something right now. Dispatch, I got a black male here claiming he has a current government-issued photo ID, insurance, and registration. Sounds like he's hallucinating. Sit back up.
Officer, I've had a license since I was 17. I drive to work every day. How exactly do you think I got here?
That's just the drugs talking, son. Everybody knows people like you can't navigate the system to get a real ID. That's why we Democrats fight so hard for voter ID laws. It's racist to expect all of you to do what other people do.
So if black people are too dumb to get an ID, how do we buy Newports every day? How do we walk into the corner store and get a 40-ounce of Old B? How do we buy lottery tickets or cash a paycheck?
Help! I need backup! The suspect is listing every single thing he's stolen!
The show
Yeah, they sure do.
I'm in this.
Boy, you gotta love YouTube. Trying to get me in trouble by playing a Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke video. Goodness gracious. Wow. Ay, 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 ay. You know the sad part about that? I believe Up in Smoke came out in the 70s. And that means that any girl that was really good looking or any guy that was really good looking in that movie is probably like 90 now. Wow. Goodness gracious. Erwin Garrett, thank you so much for that donation. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. What a wonderful gift. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here tonight. Wow. You know what? I think I've made 2 videos about that movie, and I tell you something right now. When I first saw that movie Up in Smoke, it's one of my favorite Cheech and Chong videos. It's even got Tom Skerritt in it. Tom Skerritt plays a great part. But there was the Clorox or the Ajax scene, I think. But my favorite part was where they get pulled over and they just got done smoking the dog. You know, he's like, "Oh man, you got Great Dane? Oh man, I want to." No. He says, "Hey, we're smoking dog shit." Yeah, man, we're smoking dog shit, man. Yeah, I wonder what Great Dane tastes like. And then the cop comes up and he's like, "Can I see your license?" He's like, "Yeah, it's on the back, man." he said his name is Blah. I tell you, I mean, there were parts of the movie that were just, kind of dragging, and you'd have to be kind of in that life to really laugh. But there were some. We're smoking dog shit. You ate my whole stash, man. You just ate more. Oh man, whew. What a great movie. The only other movie that's ever really made me laugh that much, other than obviously Eddie Murphy movies and stuff like that, but was what was it? Oh gosh, it was called The Wrong Missy with David Spade. Usually I don't really like David Spade, but the cast in this movie, The Wrong Missy, perfect cast, and I unbelievable. That was hilarious. I probably laughed at when, especially when Adam Sandler's wife played, I can't remember the name, but every time David Spade's boss was hypnotized, and every time they said the woman who was the character, he would go, it was just hilarious. So anyways, Caucasian, great to see you here. So I gotta start playing some videos or people are going to start taking off on me. So let me play this here real quick, and then I'm going to get back here and talk to you guys. But if you guys would do me a huge favor, I put it up in
5 days? 5 days?
Hold on.
How long do we have to choke down these crocodile shirts for that smug
I don't know what's going on with
USA
YouTube
book?
right now.
I know.
X is saying it's down. I don't know. But if you guys could do me a huge favor, I know, I'm not expecting too much. Obviously, I know everybody's having a hard time right now, but this 7-day suspension is really going to play a huge part in the United Spot here in a bad way. So if anybody can help me share out the GoFundMe that is for the United Spot, I really would appreciate it. So I know that's all I do is beg. I don't do anything else but beg. But please share this out. The link is right here. It's a good link. It's not going to take you to some weird OnlyFans or, Tinder thing or something or like that or whatever. Mr. Beautiful, great to see you here. Just please do me a huge favor and send that out. And I truly would appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All the homes are
All
gone.
the homes are gone
Because of climate change.
because of climate change.
I went for a walk.
I went for a walk
And he's on the way.
He certainly means he's on the way.
700
Here's 700 bucks.
Land grab is underway.
Land grab is underway.
California's
leaving
on such a snowy day. Stopped into a church. I passed along the way. Well, I got down on my knees. And I pretended to pray. I smelled something weird. There was shit on my leg. Palisades are burning bright. Organ trucks nowhere inside. Budget cuts. Hydrants dry. No water in supply. Hearst fire. Kenneth fire. Eaton fire. Please retire. Climate change. Trump's deranged. The LA fires are not contained.
Burn, baby, burn!
Top 5 answers on the board. Name something people were doing during the illegal immigration protests in Los Angeles that wasn't peaceful. Gavin?
They were singing protest songs?
Singing protest songs? Terrible answer. The correct answers are looting, burning cop cars, smashing stores, and real mayhem. All right, DEI hire Karen Bass, it's your turn.
Let's see. They were handing out flowers to the police?
Handing out flowers to cops? Are you knuckin' fuss?
All right, lights. Evacuate and listen. Gavin's here and the mayor is missing. Scorched earth and the flames burn brightly. Breathing lots of smoke in daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Hell no. Turn off the hydrants and let it grow. I saved the smelt fish and you peasants got zero. Blame it on Trump and make me the hero.
For the first time in Golden State history, I'm doing something that no one has ever done before. I'm selling trader cards. For the low price of just $500 each, you can have one of my amazing collectible trader cards for only 5 payments of just $1,400. That's cheaper than my high-speed rail bondoogle. But wait, that's not all. For just a measly extra $400, you can get 3 of my trader cards absolutely free with only 4 payments of just $600.
If we didn't send out the National
Oh my
Guard,
gosh, we
and
didn't
last time
need the
we gave a little
National
additional-
Guard.
Right?
It was all
we
fine
would have
until he
Los
ruined
Angeles would be
everything.
It's all
better
his
than-
fault.
Los
It's
Angeles
all
would be
Trump's fault.
not a lot.
Because they called out the National Guard. There was violence. There was no violence.
Of course there was no violence, silly.
Nope.
This is California.
Yep.
There's never violence in California.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's been no violence at all. None.
This isn't a riot.
Nope.
It's a peaceful protest.
Very peaceful.
And it's actually more magical than it is peaceful.
Oh, it's very, very
It's
magical.
just hardworking people
Yep.
showing their passionate civic engagement.
Couldn't agree with you more, Bob.
I've never been more proud.
Hey, look at that energy out there.
That's California spirit right there.
Thanks for coming to California, Mr. President.
Oh, Trump's here.
Thank you for clearing out all the homeless trash before I got here.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, we can easily fix the homeless problem in California. There's not no American flags anywhere. Nope, I like that. Yeah, me too. And thanks for putting up the security wall for me. No problem. We gotta keep people like us safe.
Yeah, we're important people.
Yeah, we're not peasants. We're powerful.
Take me
And
away.
we're rich. And we always take care of China before America.
Yeah.
China's way more important than America.
I know, right?
Trump's fault.
Did California's sanctuary state policies, which you've championed, prevent local authorities from cooperating with ICE, letting
No.
criminals back onto the streets?
That's nonsense. Continued chaotic federal sweeps across California to meet an arbitrary arrest quota are as reckless as they are cruel. My policies protect communities, not criminals.
Your sanctuary
Trump's the one-
laws block cooperation with ICE.
What?
Even when we're targeting cartel-linked businesses.
Not true.
California prisons release deportable offenders
Nope.
because of your policies.
Trump's fault. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. When it comes to the question of whether Governor Gavin Newsom told the truth about the riots, looting, sanctuary state policies, Mayor Bass, illegal immigration, wildfires, peaceful protests, and his own corruption, the lie detector determined you were lying.
Oopsie!
A few moments later.
Welcome to MAGA Trash. Hope you like prison food and penis.
This is all Trump's fault.
Welcome back to Bar Talk with Nancy Pelosi. Today our guest is President Trump. Thanks for having me, Squirt Bottle. So, Mr. Trump, let's get to the big question on everyone's mind.
Okay?
Did you die?
What?
Did you die?
Oh, I didn't die. I'm right here, tremendously
Are
alive.
you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I'm here, aren't I? Look at me. I'm a huge presence.
Allegedly.
What are you talking about, allegedly?
Well, I mean, you never know these days. AI can do pretty much anything. Deepfakes, holograms. Maybe you're a robot. Shrunk.
Are you drunk, squirt bottle? I mean, is that what's happening here? You're hitting Grandpa's cough medicine?
Drunk? Me? No, I don't drink. But as far as you go, are you sure you're not dead?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I'm breathing, I'm talking, America's thriving, and I'm sitting
You're
right here.
pretty sure? Pretty sure doesn't sound sure, Donald.
I think I know if I was dead, Nancy. I mean, it's not like I'm floating around like Casper over
Well,
here.
not according to that kid in the Sixth Sense.
I want to tell you my secret now.
Tell me a secret.
I see dead people.
I'm not dead, Nancy.
Didn't you watch the movie? What? Dead people don't know they're dead. They just walk around like normal people. They see what they want to see.
What the hell are you talking about?
Maybe you're one of them dead people who don't know he's dead.
I'm not dead, Nancy. I'm alive. I'm tweeting. I'm golfing.
Well, what if I really can see dead people? What if I'm like that kid? I mean, do I have the Sixth Sense, or am I just drunk?
You're probably just drunk, Nancy. I mean, you don't see dead people because I'm not dead. You're not in a movie, and this is real life.
Well, what if you're Patrick Swayze and I'm Whoopi Goldberg? What? You know, from Ghost. I mean, you should be a spirit and I'm your psychic.
Patrick Swayze? Whoopi? Nancy, what's wrong with you? I'm not doing pottery with Demi Moore. I'm here in the flesh. 100% not dead.
Oh, could you imagine me and your spirit switching around doing pottery? Oh, I'm so moist right now.
Oh, I think I'm going to throw up right now.
Oh, my love. My Charlotte, I've hungered for your touch. Long, lonely.
I'm not dead.
That's exactly what it said Prince would say. Bruce Willis didn't know he was dead either. He probably haunting Mar-a-Lago, aren't you?
Haunting? I'm not haunting anything. I'm president of the United States. My life is tremendous.
Yeah, the White House loves spirits. I bet you hide your exoplasm in the Lincoln bedroom. Spirit?
Spirit? No. Ask the people. Ask my administration. They see me every day. I'm always working. They love me. They know I'm alive.
Maybe they're seeing a hologram. Maybe like Tupac at Coachella. Are you AI Trump? Is that what you are?
Tupac? I'm not Tupac. I'm Donald J. Trump. You're losing it, Nancy. Lay off the vodka.
Maybe I'm the ghost.
I'm having way too much fun over here. Nick, great to see you here. Comet Moon with Donald Strickland. Thank you for that, by the way. Truly appreciate it, Donald. What a great gift. Thank you so much. And Daniel C., I just went over to GoFundMe, and thank you so much for that donation. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you. And at Poison, great to see you here. John Castaneda's over here with Hank and Dreadnought. And Eric, great to see you here. We need an undercover Republican that poses. Yeah, that would be great. Skippy Tarbuckle, Tammy with some pretty interesting news. I'll read it to you real quick. If you have kids or grandkids in school, this is from Tammy, by the way, don't let them get their pictures taken by the school. Life Touch has been collecting pictures and personal information for not some good things. So you might want to look up on that, research some of that stuff right there. And that's not good. Let's see. We got who else we got? We got Raging Patriot. Raging Patriot. I'm going to try the shirt thing again. I tried the shirt thing a couple times and didn't really. You have to understand. Not too many people like the United Spot. So it's hard enough to get people to watch my videos, let alone buy a T-shirt that says the United Spot on it. So, but maybe if I started selling the United Spot T-shirts as dartboards, that might work. That might work. Yeah. So that's a possibility too. Let's see here. We got Mr. Beautiful, LR. I hope you get home safe soon. Got Skippy and John Castaneda. Still haven't seen Yukon Man. I don't think he's getting the notifications, but if you are lurking, Yukon Man, I miss you. Robin, you're awesome. Miss Robin too. Chris Mathers, make a shirt that That would be great. That would be great. Personally happy Gilmore. Let me hold on here real quick. It says, Annette Poison said, where did Tammy say that at? It was in a comment. It was in a comment not too long ago. Can we bring up Discord and age verification? You know what's crazy, Dreadnought, is that there's a lot of that going on around, and it's just like I said, it's just another thing that nothing is ever going to happen. Let me see here. We got Raging Patriot. Yeah, 335,000 subscribers. I was, let me see. I was almost to 337,000, or I was over 337,000 last week. And now it's 335,000. So, yeah, it's horrible what they did, horrible what they're doing, and horrible what they continue to do. And, like I said, I'm not a real big fan of begging for money, but when you're out of options and all you have left is your community, it's pretty much the only thing I can do at this point. So Dreadnought's over here sending out a membership to Tammy. Thank you so much for that, Dreadnought. Tammy, awesome. That's awesome. Raging Patriot, it's crazy because every time I try and talk to YouTube, it's always the same thing. Like, no, everything's going fine. This is totally normal for a channel to have that many subscribers and very little views and very little traffic and very little comments and very little likes and very little shares. It's completely normal. And then they told me, what else did they tell me? They told me, well, have you thought about making different content that maybe your subscribers would want to watch? And I started thinking to myself, well, you know what? Maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe, no, wait a minute. No, that's not right. I started falling into YouTube, what is it called? PSYOP, where I was starting to think like maybe it is my videos. And then I thought, wait a second. No, people were following the United Spot because of the videos. It wasn't because of the lives. It definitely wasn't because of the lives, because I put on really boring lives, and I'm not very entertaining. I kind of make people just like fall asleep. And that's usually why people come here, so they can go to bed, because they listen to the United Spot talk, and I'm like, geez, this is really, really bad. So the majority of the people that clicked subscribe were people that really liked the videos. So YouTube is wrong in that. Why would I want to change? So I know what they were talking about. They wanted me to say bad things about Donald Trump, but they can't say that out loud. So yes, I have. Yes, I have. I have tried Rumble. I am actually on Rumble. Been there for over 7 years, and I've got hundreds and hundreds of videos on Rumble. Unfortunately, the problem with Rumble is that they just, for some reason, didn't take to the United Spot, which is crazy because Dan Bongino follows me on Truth Social. Devin Nunes shares my videos. I mean, Devin Nunes has probably shared over thousands of my videos since, Truth Social came out. I mean, he even talked about my videos on a video on Rumble. And I was actually used to be followed by Rumble, but I made a comment one day about Rumble, and it was, because Rumble and Chris, they all used to follow the United Spot. And I made a comment. It was a very honest comment. And I was hoping that Rumble had some, a sack. But apparently they were pretty disappointed because it was a very, very simple, just letting them know, like, hey, there's a lot of commercials and not many people are really noticing Rumble at all. And from that point on, Chris and Rumble unfollowed me. So apparently they took it all, Phoenix Girl, yes, correct. And the honestly, what was really awesome was when President Trump played my video at 7 of his rallies. That was probably the highlight of the whole entire experience. That was really, really neat. I don't think it's ever going to get better than that. And I'm very, very happy with that. So, yeah. So anyways, well, you know what? I want to thank everybody for being here. You guys are more than incredible for being here and supporting the United Spot. And it really does mean so much to me knowing that you guys are still here, even though, obviously, it's been pretty bad. But you guys are what keeps me going. So just know that I've had my breaking point with all of this. And, hey, you know what, Nick? It was a Bozo Big Top. Thank you. No, thank you, Bozo Big Top. And thank you for having a cool name. Nick, I got to be honest with you. The video itself was made for President Trump, but to have him not only share it on Truth Social, but to play it and to play it as his introduction video on the Jumbo, I was blown away. I was like, whoa, there's no way this is happening. I thought it was, well, this was back before there was AI. So I was like, nah, somebody's screwing with me. There's no way. But it was everywhere. I was like, what the hell? And then he played it at 6 more rallies. So I was like, wow. Yeah. And then just to make matters even better, less than a year later, he posted it again on Truth Social. So it was just incredible. So yeah, what an amazing thing. So yeah, I just, at the end of the day, who have supported me through bad, and obviously people that have been in my lives know that it's bad. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I'm sad, and I always try to play the poor me card, But at the end of the day, you know what? I love doing the United Spot. It's my favorite thing to do. Some people like to work on cars. Some people, bodybuild, and some people, do the martial arts. I actually still bodybuild. I don't bodybuild. I don't go to tournaments in a pair of underwear or anything. But and I do, all kinds of different kinds of stuff. But this is like my favorite thing to do. I like to bring things to life. I like to take nothing and turn it into something, and the best part about it is that the videos that I'm doing, even though that they're skits and they're comedy and they're funny and they're parody and satire and sarcastic, they're all real when it comes to the point of the video. They're all breaking news. They're all real facts. They're all real corruption and crimes and horrible, horrible things that are happening in our government with politicians and higher ups and celebrities and everything you could think of. And that's what's been in my videos. And now I'm merging on to almost 5,000 original videos. And it's been an incredible journey. And the only thing that I could say is thank you to the people that have been here supporting the United Spot, because without you guys, I'd be a ghost. I wouldn't exist. So I'm extremely thankful for all of you guys. It means so much to me. So anyways, I want to say goodnight to all of you. And I hope you all have a wonderful night. And we'll do this again, same time tomorrow. And give the earlier time slot a chance here for the week and see how that goes. But thank you guys so much for everything. You guys are incredible. And I can never stop saying thank you. So, Nancy, take it away.
Nobody cares, Trump.
Obama, you're an asshole. Lies and racism your whole life. Your legacy is pathetic, and a man calls himself your wife.
Bartender, can I get a drink?
Yes, you're an A-S-S-H-O-L-E, and don't you try to blame it on me. You deserve all the credit. You're an asshole tonight. You were an asshole yesterday. You're an asshole tonight. And I got a feeling you'll be an asshole the rest of your life.
All right, guys. Once again, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful night. Have a great night. Have a great day. And we're going to do this all again tomorrow, same time. So I hope you guys can join me for another wonderful day, and I'll have some new videos up for you guys tomorrow. And thank you guys. Thank you so much. And until we meet again, good night, peasants.